Yo, I'm working on something so special, something so dear to my heart, something so fresh and so brand new for a family who I grew up with, who I know personally, who is family because my sister is married into the family. It's just crazy. So today I'm working on a piece for my boy, Droop. Droop is E40's son. And so, of course, this piece is for 40 as well. We're hoping that this becomes part of the brand new Sick With It line as we move into the future, 2022, because you already know 40's into everything from tequilas, from burritos. I mean, you name it. He is like the dude is a genius. He is an icon. He's everything that we as children looked up to and said we want to be just like that one day or following those footprints. He laid down the blueprint, which is why he also has a DVD that I still carry, which is called The Blueprint of a Self-Made Millionaire. Got that. I still watch it to this day. And check this out. I'm going to shoot this content piece with no hat on, with no beanie on, because people be like, are you going bald? Why do you always have a hat and a beanie? Well, you know what? Here you go. Check out the waves. It's usually curly, but I had to comb it back a little bit, kept the waves down, and I'm looking pretty nice. But anyway, that's not the point of the video. Let me tell you guys a quick story. Storytelling time. So growing up in Vallejo and growing up next door to this talented family, I got to witness history in the making. I mean, I was little. I mean, little, but I still remember it like it was yesterday. And living right next door to one of the singers of this family, I got to hear music. I got to hear hooks before they were ever even out on wax. And if you don't know what that means, it just means that it hadn't hit a tape or a CD yet at that time. So because my bedroom was right next door to his, I would hear him sing over and over and over hooks that are still stuck in my head to this day. And then to see the growth to where it's at today is amazing. And I remember 40 and them when I was a kid. They'd come over to the house that was next door. And next door I lived next to, he goes by Cheapskate the Great. He originally was Kamikaze, but he's Cheapskate the Great today. Lil Jon, for those that know that family. And I remember seeing all these people. I remember seeing 40 of them coming over. They had the Salter twins. I remember Sugar T to this day. Let me tell you, Sugar T would be the first woman that ever broke my heart. Because I remember when I was a little kid, she used to be like, I'm going to marry you. You're my little husband. They were much older than I was. But I still believed it. And I still was like, every time she came over, I was like, I'm just in love with you. And to this day, I still love her to pieces. She's still the same beautiful person I knew as a little kid. But anyways, growing up next door to this family, it was so crazy because they treated us like family. We treated them like family. We had parties. We were known for having all the parties on the block. Being Puerto Rican, they would come over and mingle with us and dance salsa, eat our foods, and it was just great. I mean, it was a wonderful time in my life as a kid. As bad as things were for me growing up as a kid, those moments were always great, and sharing in those experiences with them. And so growing up next to them, I got to witness so much of this music early on before it ever became big, like the Click and things like that. That was amazing to watch. A lot of Be Legit's first stuff. My first tape, actually, let me take that back. My first tape was actually NWA. I kind of got that from the flea market. My dad heard the first song, didn't like it, took it away. But my first tape that didn't get thrown away would be Mr. Flamboyant, which was 40's first record. Well, maybe not his first record, but it was the first tape I ever had. Before that, they were in a group called MVP. Go back and look at that history. I remember that. In fact, I still have the vinyl. I have it on vinyl. I've never opened it. I'm never going to open it. And so I got to hear a lot of that stuff before it ever came out. I got to hear a lot of Sugar T stuff before it ever came out. And I also got to get punched in the arms a few times for a few years by Mac Sean, and my arms still hurt to this day.
And you do know that. Damn.
I can go on and on about so much history, about this family, and the wonderful things that they've been able to accomplish. And it's an amazing feeling to say that for the rest of my life, I will always know that history. Now, how we're intertwined is there's another group family called the Mossy. Muggsy, which happens to be 40's younger brother, is like a big brother to me. Cameo of that group happens to be married to my sister Francesca. So we're all intertwined. Muggsy signed my cousin, his name was Poppy Kaz, to a deal to Muggsy's record label. I mean, it can go on and on and on. And we're just all tight. We're all intertwined. So I am blessed. I am blessed today to be pressing some brand new merchandise for Sick With It Records, where it's going today. I connected with my boy Droop, Jupiter, which is 40's son, to put these pieces together. So I enlisted the help of my boy Joe over at Heart and Hustle. We did some DTF transfers, and we're gonna see how that looks on 40's new merch. If it works and looks great, and he approves, then you might see them for sale very soon. So with that said, let's go over and press this merch. Keep our fingers crossed that he likes what I'm doing. I can share history with you all day long. So now let's head over and press this merch. Keep our fingers crossed that he actually likes the feel. All right, so here are a few pieces that we got from Joe at Heart and Hustle. This is DTF, direct to film. They came out really, really, really nice. That's one of the designs there. We're gonna stick that on a white 2X for 40. Back here, I think we have a large. We're sticking that right there, right, as well. But on the black ones, we're gonna stick this on the back, and we have what you guys know, if you follow 40, they have his logo, which is the sick-witted pig. We're gonna stick him on the front, stick this on the back, and then we're gonna move to the final piece, which is that pig, where we have removed all the black. We're gonna see which one works, right? Do we remove the black and let the black of the shirt pop through, or will this piece look better with the black already in there? We're gonna find out once I press it. But on the front of 40's shirt, we're gonna see what this turns out to be like. So like I was saying earlier, the pig, this one's gonna go on the back. So we want the black. We want the black of the shirt to pop through. You can't see it yet because I haven't pressed it. That's gonna go on the back. This is the most important image out of all of them. This one has to work, right? So we want the black to really, really pop through. We wanna get this image, which I think it's gonna work. So I'm a little afraid, but nothing to it but to do it. Let's give it a shot. And for this, we're gonna be using the All Style 1701, which is his preferred brand. Let's get that guy on there. So the first piece that I want to press on here is going to be the back piece, because I want to make sure I don't add too much heat on the front piece since I'm doing DTF and I have to press it twice. And the first piece that I'm going to press on this shirt is the pig that's going on the back of the shirt. So I've placed the back piece down where I want it. When I'm placing anything on the back, for me, you know how on the front you want to go 4 fingers, 3 fingers from the collar? When I'm placing a back piece, I want to go 5 inches down from the collar. That's what I have always learned. That's what I've always known. I'm going to continue to follow that. I'm going 5 fingers from that collar down, and that's where my image is going to start on the back of the shirt. So my boy Joe over Heart and Hustle is so good at putting instructions in there. I've had some DTFs where they don't give you any instructions, even though I know how they work. But Joe recommends 320 as your heat. Your first press, 15 seconds. Put some parchment paper over the top of that. 15 seconds. After that press is done, let it cool down. And then you peel that. You then put the parchment paper back over the top again and press it again one more time. I normally go 10 seconds on that second press. Let's go ahead and get this first back piece pressed right now. Remember that these are not a hot peel. Not a hot peel, so don't go trying to peel it as soon as it pops up. So I'm gonna come over, I'm gonna fill that. It's super cool to the touch. Let's go and get that first peel in. Remember, these are a cool peel. All right, it's looking really nice. There we go. That's the back piece, the sick-witted pig. Now we're gonna press it one more time to make sure that we seal that DTF transfer in the shirt. Put it back up there, put the parchment paper on. I press it for 10 seconds on the second press. All right, it looks good. Okay, there's that back piece right there. You can see, sick with it records, right? I like that. It's so soft, feels good. Now we're gonna press that front piece. Okay, y'all, so the most important piece of all is that one right there. You can kind of make it out, right? We're gonna hope for the black of this shirt to pop through so much that this image pops out for you. I don't know, but here we go. Got that front piece laid down. I should mention, and let me mention, this is a 2X shirt. Now, you should generally go 3 fingers, 4 fingers from the collar. I like to go 4 fingers. Occasionally, I'll go 3. Now, being that 40 is really tall, really wide, for someone that's 2X, even if it wasn't him, for someone 2X, 3X and above, I want to make sure that sometimes I'm going 5 fingers down from the collar because their chest is a little longer, right? I'm not saying big, so don't nobody be offended. I'm saying they're just a little wider chest. So with that, I want to make sure that I don't start the image so far up where this image is going to start somewhere around his neck. I don't know. If it cools down, will there be enough black in there for us? We're about to find out because I'm about to peel it right now. Honestly, what do you guys think it's going to look like? You think it turns out good? I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I took too much black out. Or should I have left the black in there? Black on black shirt? I don't know. We're about to find out right now. Don't go anywhere. Here's the final result of that. What do you think? Don't worry about this. We'll get this out on the second press. But there you have it. What do you think? Did I do good? Am I doing good so far? Let's get that second press in and see if we can seal it all the way in. All right, remember a second time, second press, right? Parchment paper back over the top again. 10 seconds. So far, so good. What you think? What you think? I think DTF is the truth. Just got to know how to make it work. I had to add one more time. The way to make these DTF work, in my opinion, is no different because I come from the white toner world. But see, this image was originally given to me and it had a whole black background. So I knew it was too much black. I didn't want that. Not that DTF gives me a paper refill, but it can, right? So I knew that eliminating all the black that I can possibly take out would let the black of that shirt pop through in order to let this image breathe. And if I put my hand, I mean, I wish you can feel this. That's how great this DTF feels. I cannot feel this. The washability is going to be even better on this because I took out all that black. I gave it room to breathe. So if you're doing DTFs, think about that. Think about taking some colors out. Whatever color of the garment that you have, think about removing that color within the image so you can give that image some room to breathe, right? And then it'll make your DTF, your transfer last longer. It'll make it softer. It will embed into the garment a lot easier. It'll feel better. Don't let anybody lie to you. I've been doing DTF for a good, for a good solid since 2019. And it just gets better with time. So I had to show you that one more time. They look good, they feel good, and I know he's gonna enjoy and like that. We're gonna take this large black tee. I'm using a brand called M&O, one of my favorite brands. We're gonna stick this the original Sick-Witted Pig, the 2022 upgrade version of it. But this has some of the black in there. I kept this in there to see if that black looks good against the black, right? On the back of the shirt, we're gonna stick another Sick-Witted logo on here. I don't like going black against black on black shirts, DTF or whatever, because the blacks are always different. So I try to remove as much color that I possibly can if I'm doing dark garments against an image that has that dark color. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's press this first one up right here. We've got that front piece laid down on our first shirt, the first press. And I think it's gonna come out great. Remember, 4 fingers or 3 fingers from the collar is where we're gonna start that image, all right? So let's press that first one. We're gonna stick some parchment paper over the top. The reason to that is we do not want for this transfer to be stuck to the top of this here hot plate. So protect it with some parchment paper. Remember, we're gonna stick the parchment paper back over again after we peel this, because we want to press this image twice, being that it's DTF. You can get a DTF in a hot peel, but we're using cold peels. And we're going 15 seconds. Remember, 15 seconds, 3:25. Whoa, baby. Whoa, if that doesn't make a blooper reel, I don't know what does. I think I broke my phone. Holy damn it. Things you guys don't see, but this kind of stuff does happen. Like a lot of errors in the process. That's why there's editing, but check and see if my phone ain't broke. All right, so we're waiting for it to cool down. We're almost there. Let's pray that Droop-E like these. All right, I think we're ready to go. I like to peel at an angle. Bam, bam. Yeah, baby. There we go. Don't worry about this white powder around. This is just the DTF powder when they dip it into this little tub that has the powder. But so far, so good. Let's get that second press in there. Parchment paper back over the top. We're going for 10 seconds. So far, so good, but we want to seal this bad boy in. I like it. Looks great. There we go. There is your Sick With It pig. All right, so if you're familiar with the original, this will make more sense to you. But again, as we're going into the future, 2022, with everything changing and everything growing, so is the Sick With It pig. This may be the new version of that Sick With It pig. Let's put the back on there now, huh? And this is the one that we're sticking on the back. What I love about this is that even though it's not real diamonds or anything like that, right? I mean, from a distance, look at that. It looks like it could be though, right? Stands out, pretty dope. Here it is after the second press. And like I said, DTF is actually really soft. You can't feel it on the garment. And it looks good. It really pops. All right, so we're pressing it on the white now. And for this shirt, I'm using a Cotton Heritage 2X. Here it is on 2 whites. One is an all style. One is a Cotton Heritage. I like that the Cotton Heritage is way brighter than the all style shirt. I made a boo-boo though. This one was supposed to be on the big 2X, and this one was supposed to be on the large. Not that it matters for sample purposes, but I like them on the white as well. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. So there you have it. That was 40's merchandise that we're using DTF transfers on to show you that the quality of DTF transfers. They have to be high quality in order to press for somebody of his stature. And I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And check this out. I couldn't leave without making myself one, so I put it on a hoodie. You're probably following 40 already, but I'm going to leave a link for them anyways, and my boy Droop, and see what they're doing. So hopefully you'll find these and the ones I pressed for him with his image on the front on their website soon. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.